Hi everyone, it's the James and Greg Show.
And this is our recap for the semifinal round of Dancing with the Stars. Once again, James is going to find out on camera who was eliminated.
And Greg looks this way because he's playing a priest on the set of his new film. So watch this.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And just want to know, what the hell, America? Stick around.
What the what?
Recap of the semi-final round for Dancing with the Stars.
That's right. Who's going home and who's staying?
And like last time, guess who didn't watch who was eliminated?
I didn't, but I have a feeling I know who's going home for sure. And why does Greg look like he's a preacher?
Because I'm a movie star.
Well, he's on the set of a movie today.
Yeah. So anyway,
this is his evil look, by the way. We should really get into that. Ooh, sinister. Okay, so
first up, everyone had two dances today, right?
Yes, everyone had two dances.
Everyone was one they really wanted to do that the judges wanted them to accomplish specific. So each judge sponsored a couple and asked them to do a specific thing in their routine.
Yes, and first up was Normani and Val.
Right, and Lynn was the judge.
Yes, and Len and Val do this a lot.
Right.
So I thought this would be more dramatic, but nah. He went in, he showed Normani how to do a
Vietnamese waltz in proper measure.
Vietnamese waltz.
Yeah, Vietnamese waltz.
I know it's Vietnamese.
It's a little bit shorter than the other one. It was good.
Yeah,
and she accomplished the requirement, but there was a misstep.
Yes.
And I didn't notice it.
No one did. You know why? Because they did not show it in the slow-mo.
Yeah.
Like there was a misstep, and it was called some kind of like a freckle step, whatever he said. Do you remember what he said?
Freckle
step?
Freckle.
Okay. I didn't see it, but then Len and Val did get into it about that step.
Right.
Like, don't question Len. He's been doing this for 100 years. Max and Val think they are like the know-it-alls of this. After the dance, though, I did think it was, oh boy, very, very good.
Right, and she got a 1 point off from each judge, so point for 36 total.
9. But someone gave her an 8.
No, it was all 9s across.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, and then we're going to go a little out of order because we'll talk about the
how did they make her dress go in black and red and everything else was in black and white? How was that done?
It's called magic. No. It's just a filter that they ran it through that stripped all the colors out but the reds.
I saw one lady in the audience with a red shirt too.
So it was color keyed to the color dress she was using to leave that color in there and to wipe or pull back everything else.
That was amazing.
Like
I was
Sin
like,
City.
I mean, it really pulled the focus right onto.
Yeah, it was very smart.
Yeah, so good for you, Normani.
And then in the second round, which is all about here's my personal journey I've been on, why you should vote for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what her personal journey was. I think it was Hurricane Katrina and her mama had breast cancer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that was very
she had a tough
warm. It was
childhood.
That is tough. Like you have to pick up and move out of your city where you're raised and move to Houston.
She danced a jazz.
Yes.
Which was amazing.
Yes, I thought that was amazing too. I thought she was really pretty. I loved her wigs in both.
And choreography was amazing.
Yep.
And it was a mix of stuff. It felt like I was watching that Disney film, Princess and the Frog, right?
Yes.
It was awesome.
And she flew like a gymnast. He was throwing her up and down.
Yes.
She was flying. And my favorite part was actually Val kissing Grandma. Like, she could not get enough of those Ukrainian lips. She was like, my hair is up. I know. What can you do? Yours is slicked in the wind.
I know, mine's not moving any
This is Hurricane Katrina!
So she got a perfect score.
That was way worse. This is my little Hurricane Katrina in California.
Yeah, hey, feel free to write in. So perfect score. Perfect score. There you go.
Okay, who's next?
David and Lindsay.
David and Lindsay. Wow, Fred Flintstone, our dad, can dance.
And
I found that out. He really can dance, and he has a really big fan base.
Right, and Julianne was the coach that teamed up with him. Oh yeah. And she wanted to squeeze a lemon with her butt. With his butt.
So he's put a lemon between his cheeks, like in the back part, and it helped him tuck his butt under.
Is that how you make lemonade?
Well, ask Beyonce. You take a baseball bat and you hit someone's car.
But
I thought it was so cute. It was such a dad dance. He works really hard. They're really a grateful couple.
Right.
What do you think? I mean,
it was. Why the hell are you still in the semifinals?
Okay, here's what I don't like about it. Are we going to like his baseball thing yet?
Well, so he got a 34. So he got
9.8, 9.8.
Yeah, 2 9s, 2 8s.
Okay, so, but then they went to his baseball package.
Right.
Which I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Right.
I didn't realize he was such a bad boy of baseball that nobody really wanted him on his team because he's like a complainer or something.
Like a dick. So
Is he?
I don't know,
He loved
but
to
it
use the
sounds
word
like,
dick.
and then it sounds like he.
Like a complainer.
Then he went to the Red Sox, and,
Yes.
either the coach or the owner sat down and said, "You have a bad reputation. This is what we think about you. We think you have
Yes.
potential. You need to play for the team, not for yourself."
Right.
And he said that was his turnaround moment, that epiphany that, oh hey,
Well, couldn't he have had it in his 20s? Well, maybe not.
maybe
But,
it was.
I mean, he is very team-oriented now,
Right.
and it seems like his team loves him. The whole cast loves him.
Right.
I just think whatever happened to baseball pants, like now in 2017, they look terrible on people. Like they're like extra too long. Did you notice his
Right.
baseball pants in his package? And they don't fit his butt or anything. I was like, these are the ugliest baseball pants. I bet he has an attractive body.
But they're poofy around the thighs and the
They
waist.
look dumb.
It looks like you could put a sandwich in there.
I think baseball players need a makeover, and I think we are the people to do it, Greg.
Have you seen me dress?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
So
Oh,
his,
Lord
his,
Almighty.
his second dance got a little bit better. It was a tango, and he got a 36. for
Yeah,
it.
and I was okay with that.
And they said,
I mean,
and Carrie Ann Nava said it was his best dance of the season.
yeah.
But she
And-
took off a point for a lift.
Okay, well, and you know, they were talking about how if you're a girl and you have to lead a non-star, like a pro girl,
When you back lead. Yeah.
Lindsay is such a back lead on this. I mean,
Right.
she really is. She takes everything away from him.
Right.
Like, he doesn't lead her like Rashad leads Emma.
Right.
Rashad handles her like a football, like we always say.
Right. Next up, my girl.
Ooh,
Simone.
Simone, you have all your money on her. I could see why. She really changed today.
Oh, she had emotion. She was relaxed. It felt like she wasn't just doing a routine, that she was
gosh.
dancing.
Well, she became a character.
Right.
And it was amazing on her first dance.
Right.
Her
It was
first
amazing.
dance was like killer. What was that
It
dance?
was a jazz.
No, it was a-
jive.
What was it? Jive.
Jive,
Oh
okay.
yeah, and Carrie Ann was her coach. And Carrie Ann, I looked like, did she pack on a few pounds? Carrie
Yes,
Ann?
she has.
Oh, okay.
But you look great.
No, I love Carrie Ann. I just
nice.
was wondering if my
Yeah.
eyes were like, oh, did she look a little?
Well, she's not dancing all the time.
Oh, that's
and all
right.
that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
but she kind of
it's gonna make me go dance tonight.
she got Simone to relax and let emotion through it and have fun. Don't be the routine,
Right.
be the dance.
And she
Be the dance, have
was.
fun. And she was awesome in both of them.
And thank God Simone was in heels this time and not flats. Oh, she can dance in heels. She looked great in that sparkly top. It was so
Right.
sparkly.
Sparkly.
And the hot pants were cute too on her.
Right.
So Simone, good job with costume and hair and everything.
And the rumba was good too.
Yeah.
So it was gorgeous. I mean, there was no notes.
Oh, no, because how are you going to give notes to someone that does a back bend over you that weighs 140 pounds? So Sasha did a back bend and flip over her. He weighs
Right.
at least 140. I know he's this tall, but
Right.
that's like 140, right?
Sure.
Can't give her anything but 10s.
So she got out of 80, she got 80 for the night.
Oh, did we talk about her package?
No.
It was all Olympic stuff.
Well, that's what she's known for. That's all she's done. That's all she's done. She's
I know.
trained for like 14 years.
Well, did I have something to say about her package? Oh, the most
You're gonna say
decorated gymnast of all time. Mary Lou Retton said the best on the planet.
Right,
And I thought Mary Lou Retton was the best on the planet because she did that thing with her injury.
right,
I just didn't see her as vulnerable in this second dance.
right. But she still got
But
all.
she still got it. I know.
And speaking of wanting to talking about packages, next up,
Chocolate kisses. Have you seen those nipples? They are like chocolate kisses. Rashad Jennings. He has the most amazing
Nipples?
personality.
yeah,
Okay, nipples. All of the above.
right.
And his dance, what was it?
His
It was
first
a rumba,
dance
right?
was a rumba.
And it was, he
Fine.
got to extend his hands finally, and they taught him how to do that. But come on, what kind of injury was that on his finger? How can you extend your hand when you have a finger hanging like that or whatever?
I just felt, it may be the rumba because I'm not that familiar with it, but I just felt like it was a lot of standing on his behalf. Nice lines and
I
stuff,
see what you mean.
but not a lot of footwork,
Oh, I
which
could see
they
that.
know that's his weakness. right?
Right.
So they
Size
kinda,
14 footwork.
it seems like they choreographed around it so he didn't rely as much, at least on that first one, on his feet.
So he had to rely on his carriage and his cage and his wrist flowing
Right.
and things like that, which they worked on, and he did well.
Right.
So I was happy with that.
And then that is package.
You know what I hated though about that number? Do you remember like all the bright spotlights coming like toward the
Oh
audience?
my God, we couldn't see half the dance.
That's why, like, how can you judge? I couldn't see it.
Yeah, so you had to
So-
depend on the judges.
Well,
But yeah, half the dance I
whatevs.
couldn't see. But then he did the quick step, which was fun.
Yep.
He still looked a little okay.
He was amazing. Yes, he can. That's what I wrote. Yes,
Okay.
he can. Yes, he can. But
And it was funny, Lynn said, oh, he lost his frame. He kept dropping his shoulder at one point, and everyone
Yeah.
goes, no, no, no. And then the little clip they were showing right at that time is when he was doing a turn and dropped his frame and moved around. I'm like, oh, he's right there.
there's the frame. Pick it up.
So,
Well, he is the Whoops baby from Virginia. Little Whoops.
alrighty.
Whoops, we had another baby.
So
you,
so
you could have a Whoops baby. Could you?
I guess. I mean, my wife might get upset.
Oh, because it wouldn't be with her.
Right.
Whoops.
Whoops. Whoops.
Baby.
Okay. So like we said at the top of the show, he hasn't watched the ending.
No.
He doesn't know who was
No,
eliminated.
but my friend Mary Margaret told me that it was probably Rashad. She was hinting to me.
Okay. Well, so let's say, so the first one that was told was safe was
Who?
your girlfriend, Normani.
Oh,
Second one that was told was safe
I'm like
was
my girlfriend.
Your
Erica
boy-
Jane's my girlfriend.
your boyfriend, Rashad.
Rashad was safe?
Uh-huh. So the last two down was our dear friend, David,
Yes.
and Simone.
So David went home.
And you are wrong. And that's the reaction everyone on the show had. The judges were like, what the?
She was supposed to win.
And Lynn was like,
Like all the way.
Lynn was like,
This
oh.
is no. This is no.
Yes. And
No.
my wife goes, this is the reason I stopped watching Dance with the Stars, because the best dancer doesn't win. It's the person that gets the most votes.
It is the most votes. If David's still in,
Yes.
she's-
David made it, and everyone else is out. So I have a little theory.
I'm so confused. Tell me your theory. This
I have a
is
theory.
so
Now, remember,
shocking.
I said last week when they were saying, well, why aren't you smiling at the judges? And she goes, well, smiling doesn't win you gold medals. Now, on social media, you saw a lot of, yes, girl power. But my initial reaction, which I said in our last time, was like, holy crap, I bet her publicist doesn't like that, because it doesn't make her seem like an approachable
warm,
little girl.
yes.
It makes her seem like that competitor, right?
That hard
That
competitor?
I'm the top gymnast in the world, so maybe it was a little off-putting. That's the only thing I can imagine, is that
Oh,
it
God.
didn't play well to Middle America.
Well, let's think about it. Normani has a huge following from Fifth Harmony
As
on
we-
Twitter, Instagram.
As we can see in our comments. You should be reading our comments. We have a lot of Normani fans.
Yes,
reading
we
us.
do. So Normani has like a fan base. David is in Chicago, the number 3 city in America. So if that's like 5% of America,
Right.
if they just sort of vote for him.
Right. You
wins.
can vote multiple times.
Yeah.
And then you have
And then you have Rashad, who is,
football.
well, no, but he's like got the personality. He's got the dance moves.
Right.
He's really manhandling Emma. So I'm so happy he's safe. Mary Margaret, I'm glad that wasn't him that went.
So
Ooh. But I can't believe who went.
I know. I was in shock. As was you have to watch the end of it.
So how does David win this? Like, give me the scenario on how he wins. Is
Uh,
it people's votes?
I think he
Like,
he
how
has,
do
if he keeps the score close enough, which he hasn't. If he can be within just a
Yeah,
couple of
he's
points.
not even close, and they've been like giving him high scores like on purpose. Like
Right.
Fred Flintstone Daddy has been getting high scores. Now
So-
I'm mad.
So if they keep the score close, then the
my
weight
hair's
of
everywhere.
the weight of the call-in votes will really decide it.
The weight of the column votes will decide it.
Yeah, because they total up the total number of points across all the
Well,
competitors,
Okay.
and then they do the percentage of who gets what. So as long as he's close, the weight will really come down on
So
you
Carrie
voting.
Ann, please, use your dance instinct and really tell these people that, like, show them that he's not as close as the other two are.
Right.
He's not even.
Yeah, he
I
should
mean,
have
he's
been gone.
really not in the pack of those two.
So,
Of the 3,
Yeah.
he's not in the pack of the 3 of them.
so you want to keep it Normani, or do you want to switch to Rashad?
No, I always stick with Normani because I did from the beginning.
I
but
agree.
I would, if I was you, I would take Rashad because I think he's gonna win because he is amazing.
I think it's Normani. Even if she doesn't win, she's the best performer. She's always been the best performer.
Well, I don't know. I think Rashad's a pretty darn good performer.
I don't know. Well, anyway, stick around.
Is Dad gonna win
Oh God, I hope
next
not.
week?
Yeah. Stick around. Check with us next week.
Oh my gosh!
We'll see what the heck's going on.
Will he take away what's happened?
Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the James and Greg Show.
Hope you liked this episode.
Yes.
If you did, you know what we need you to do?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
What do they need you to do?
They need to subscribe.
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 Subscribe. And also, we have other episodes here you might like. We do recaps of The Amazing Race
And
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
So, thanks again for watching. We'll see you around. Subscribe.